It is October 17th, 2019, and we just got another hotfix for Borderlands 3. So jumping right into it, let's go over the weapon hotfixes. Molly wand, Wester gun damage increased by 25%, ASMD damage increased by 28%, Cutsman damage reduced by 25%. Next up is Theodore, the 10-gallon damage is increased by 8%. Next is Vladov. Sickle reload speed increased by 25%. The phaser damage is increased by 15%. Infinity damage increased by 40%. Magnificent damage increased by 25%. Jericho damage increased by 40%. Lucian's call accuracy and handling is reduced. The Lyota critical damage bonus is decreased by 30%. And it fixed the problem where a bug would let an extra bullet get shot in the middle of the spread. Next up is Torg. The Tri-Bolt damage is increased by 25%. The Alchemist damage is increased by 25%. Devil's Foursome damage is increased by 13%. And the Flacker now consumes a full magazine when you shoot it, and the damage is now also reduced by 33%. Also, another thing is Laser Exploder rocket projectile spawn interval is increased by 0.4 seconds. On the Jacobs, the Maggie damage is increased by 35%. The Hellwalker damage is reduced by 8%. Moving on, we have Hyperion. The Conference Call damage is increased by 15%. The Crosshair accuracy is reduced, and it now fires 3 projectiles instead of 4. The Butcher accuracy reduced, and damage is reduced by 25%. Next is Dahl. The Vanquisher damage is increased by 20%. Next is Children of the Vault. The Skeksis damage is increased by 50%. The Knowledge damage is increased by 20%. Pain's Power damage is increased by 25%. And finally, for weapons, we have Atlas and Ruby's Wrath damage is increased by 10%. Next, we go to grenades. Hunter Seeker damage increased by 25%. Hex Grenade damage reduced by 70% and duration reduced to 3 seconds. Firestorm damage reduced by 70%. Then we go to artifacts, and the elemental projector damage max roll is now at 90%. Vault Hunter adjustments. Iron Bear health is increased by 50%. All pets health are increased by 50%. Digiclone health is increased by 100%. Address the bug with salvation where grenades were giving lifesteal. Bug fixes. Psychos now use a True Vault Hunter mode name. In True Vault Hunter mode, remove the optional respawn missions from Galaxy Progress. Address the reported bug where completely sane Sid did not always become hostile when using flak. Address a report bug where Ratch would not properly spawn during Ratched Up, which potentially blocked completion of that side mission, including a modification so Lilith would continue to move toward the door in Shiv's confession chamber during From the Ground Up. Lower the chance of weapon drop from the Pachinko machine. Included a modification so that Zane's Digiclone would no longer spawn in the Cage of Cistern of Slaughter. Shield boosters were now modified and are now set for auto pickup. In addition, and to introduce the Iridium chests are no longer listed red chests in the Echo Cast extension on Sanctuary 3. Okay. Thoughts and opinions. Well, going right off of right here, shield boosters are modified now for auto pickup. That's crazy good. Next thing I saw, a pet health increase is good. Digiclone health is good. Elemental projector reduced. I still feel like it's going to be decent. Probably get nerfed a little bit. People are still going to use it. That is a kind of a huge nerf though, from 183%. Grenades, rip our hex grenades. I love the hex grenade, but I feel like they're going to be kind of, I mean, not pointless, but they'll probably be kind of in now. Hunter Seeker got a nice buff. I never really used Firestorm, so I have an opinion on that. Ruby's Wrath increased good. All the Children of the Vault good. Dahl good. Conference Call good. They nerfed the Butcher kind of hard. It'd probably still be okay. Crossroads got nerfed pretty hard too. Jacobs, Maggie, this is the one I'm looking out for. Maggie increased by 35%. That is gonna be fun, I think. I really hope it makes the Maggie really good. Hellwalker reduced by 8%. That one's kind of Nah, I feel like that won't even do much. All the Torg things are good, other than the Flacker. Like the Flacker, that's a huge nerf. I don't know how that's going to end up being. Maybe if you have some anointed Flacker, it might be okay. Vladov, all those good. Vladov needed a decent buff, and Lyota definitely needed a nerf. I still feel like it's going to be really good, though. Theodore, that buff's good. Tingalin, Maliwan, all that's good. So overall, this update was literally just to fix the weapon balance in the game because, man, there was some off-balance stuff, let me tell you. But this should hopefully fix some of the issues that were happening, but I don't know. So all we can do now is let's try to make builds with this new hotfix and see where we can go with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.